How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Today I wanted to talk about, just as a follow-up video to a video I did the other day, on whether or not alcohol should be illegal. And I got a lot of different responses. You know, some of the responses were saying, yeah, of course it should be illegal because of all the crap that it's caused in the world, you know, and other people saying, no, look at prohibition. My point was really that for me, it all comes down to personal responsibility, right? It comes down to the way that you look at the things that are outside of yourself, you know. I mean, for me, responsibility is two things. It's your ability to respond, first and foremost, is how you respond to the things that happen to you, to the shit that goes on in your life, to the good things that go on in your life, and also how you respond or how responsible you are for the things, you know, your accountability. Or, you know, your what is inside of you first. You know, there's an interesting concept from Jordan Peterson that he gives to his students, and he talks about clean your room, and the idea is that you I mean, he's talking about this from the perspective of, if you clean your room, then, you know, you do a lot of shit for your own good, and that reflects that a dirty room reflects an inner chaos. And that if you clean up the exterior chaos in your life, in the environment that you're responsible for, that you're capable of cleaning up, that it'll do a lot for changing the chaos in your mind, and do a lot for coalescing some of the ideas in your mind. And I get that, but really, what, from my point of view, it is looking at, come on boys, but really from my point of view, it's looking at what you can do for yourself, how you can respond to the world, how you can respond to the things that are out there in the world. And alcohol is one of those things, you know. It's like having a kid. You know, you give your kid his dinner, right, at the dinner table, and some of the dinner happens to be vegetables that the kid doesn't want, so he turns away, you know, and he's in disgust. He doesn't want to eat them, and that's it, you know. Every time he turns back, the dinner is still there, but he wishes it wasn't there. But all the wishing is not going to make it go away. And that's the same thing that I think a lot of people who, when they have a wish that alcohol will go away, that's what they're thinking of. Is, you know, if the alcohol disappears and they don't, if alcohol is not there anymore, that they don't have to think about it, you know, that, and if they don't have to think about it, it makes it easier for them to stop drinking alcohol, to stop thinking about alcohol, right? And I think it's a mistake, because alcohol is always going to be there for a start. You know, granted, if you stop the sale of alcohol, you're not going to see alcohol everywhere. You're not going to see the billboards and all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't mean to say that alcohol is gone. All you're going to do, as was proved in Prohibition, is you drive it underground, you know. But, you know, regardless of that, from a personal perspective, you don't solve the problem that you have of your responsibility to control yourself, you know, your responsibility to control your thoughts from the inside out, right, to control yourself from the inside out. And that's what I'm on about. You know, no matter how much you say to yourself, well, alcohol needs to go from this world, you know, no matter how much you go, I wish alcohol wasn't there and alcohol shouldn't be there, and it's there. It's just a fact of life, you know. There's so many other things that are there that are going to tempt you, you know. When people try to stop them drinking alcohol, a lot of them, what they do is they switch one addiction for another, you know, and that addiction doesn't have to be a substance, it can be something else. So you have to get at the underlying problem in order to solve the problem. You don't just solve the problem by getting rid of the object of the problem, if you get what I mean. So I thought I'd put that one out there today. If you need help stopping drinking alcohol as usual, there's a link down below this video for a book, 10 Steps to Stop Drinking Alcohol. Have a look at that, download it. Like anything else, it's your responsibility once you download it to open it up and read it, and then to apply those principles, because if you do, it will change the way that you look at the problem of not quitting drinking alcohol, but of drinking alcohol, you know. So listen, take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you again soon. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.